Welcome, everybody. This is the pin ceremony. Now it's also the pin and the Bedford Way Award Ceremony, as you all know. So first off, let me just say a couple of things at the outset. I want to express my thanks to the personnel department. I don't know if is Jose here. I didn't see Jose, but Vanity's here. Brandy's here. Good to see you guys. I want to thank you guys for all the stuff that you did to get this together. Janet did a ton to pull all this together. Really appreciate that. She's got this down to a science at this point. But it's really important because, as you will hear, we have so many employees doing great work, and we want them to be recognized. I really appreciate the support of the city councilors in this effort. Linda Morad, Ryan Pereira are both here. Thank you for supporting our employees by your presence and recognizing just all the great work that they do. And so it's what's a treat for me is just I get to see, I have a wider field of vision just being sort of where I am in the organization. But this is an opportunity for everybody in the organization to hear what others are doing. I see it, but it's important for everybody else to behold all the hard work, all the skillful work, all the dedicated work that's being done on behalf of the residents of our city. So let me just preview a little bit of how this is going to work. We give out longevity pins, right? So we give them out in 5-year increments. People who get the 5-year pin aren't here today. A couple of years ago, we said, we'll just give it to them unceremoniously so that we don't have, you're not here for 3 hours. Everybody else at 5-year increments are getting pins, and there are lots of people who've been with us for a long time, and it's an opportunity for them to, for us to say thank you. We will call up department heads to say a few words about the pin recipients, and then at the end of that segment of the program, we'll go ahead and start to give out the Bedford Way Awards, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we get into it. So a lot of these people today, just a little bit of a preview, spoiler alert. A lot of these people are going to say, I can't believe it's been that long I've worked here. But yeah, you have, and it's great, and we're lucky. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So we do this, surprise, surprise, by alphabetical order, by department by alphabetical order. And so the first set of recipients will be from the assessor's office. So we'll call Bob Ekstrom up, our CFO, along with our assistant to the assessor, Sherry Pinzino, and a member of our board of assessors, Marty Tread, up to come on up. Come on down, guys. Come on down, come on up. Oh, yes. Was that both of them, or?
No, she'll have Marty's.
Oh, she'll have Marty. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. So along with Bob, I want to just express my gratitude for Sherry and her work. She's getting her 10-year pin, and it turns out you're the only employee of the department who's getting a pin today, Sherry. So you don't have to say much. Actually, you're going to present Marty's, so that's why you're prepared. So Sherry has been. Her position is technically called the assistant to the Board of Assessors, which is a little bit of a misnomer because she's actually in charge. But that's just for whatever reason, that's why I don't know why it's called that. But she's in charge, and she's off to a great start, which is no surprise. And she's a great example of somebody who has really risen up the ranks through hard work and pluck and skill, and So she was hired as an administrative specialist in the treasurer's department back in, well, 10 years ago, at the end of 2014. Promoted to financial analyst, promoted to management analyst, promoted to assistant city collector, and then promoted again within months to her current position where she's in charge, and she's already making a number of changes that I think are going to even that will make a strong department stronger still. So I really want to thank you for all of your great work. And then you're going to call up one Marty Tredup, who you've been on this thing for 30 years, Marty. That's yeah. All right. Well, I won't steal Sherry's thunder, but I want to thank Sherry, and I've got your pin for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Today we have the privilege of recognizing a truly dedicated elected official.
You don't think there are many of them, do you?
Who has served faithfully over 30 years. In his time, he's only missed 5 board meetings, 3 which have recently because of knee surgery.
Very good.
I got it.
The surgery, that was.
Even those absences were only due to much-needed knee surgery, which comes as no surprise given his legendary status on the basketball court.
Thank you.
But beyond his professional dedication, what truly sets him apart is the kind of person he is, a fantastic all-around human being. Whether it's offering a helping hand in the office or supporting others out in the community, he consistently goes above and beyond. We are grateful for everything he's done and continues to do. Thank you for being such an inspiring example of service, heart, and integrity.
Thank you. There you go. Congratulations.
Let me just say one quick comment.
Yeah.
The only thing I was a little disappointed.
Did I tell you about a basketball game 50
No.
years ago?
Well, I actually played with John's father 50 years ago.
Long time ago,
But
yeah.
what I was disappointed was that I didn't see my jet waiting out there in the parking lot.
All right, we'll take a
Group photo. Everyone look at me. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bob. All right. Next up is cable access. Jim Marshall, come on down. We're going to be handing out 30-year pins to Dan Cabral and Sue Richard, which is pretty amazing. They just do, I will just say, because I interact with them so much, they just do such fantastic work for us all the time. And they could be in Hollywood. Don't tell them. They're making a lot more money than they do for us, but we're lucky to have them, and I can't believe it's 30 years. So Sue, come out from behind the camera. Dan, come on up. Jim has your pins for you. Come on.
So it's great to recognize these two. They are the heart and soul, whichever one you want to put, of the organization. They do everything, they know everything, and they're so extremely talented. And we are very, very lucky to have them. I'm very lucky to have them. And they're really irreplaceable. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, photo. Yeah. Hurry up. I knew we were forgetting something.
Okay, we usually on that side. Yeah. Usually. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get this down to a routine. Thank you, Sue. All right, next up is the clerk's office. I'll ask Dennis Farias to come on up. And we're going to be awarding pins to Stephanie Macumber, 30 years, hard to believe, and Saritha Marlowe at the 10-year mark. Is Saritha here today? Can't even see beyond the podium. But two people who have enormously huge reputations at City Hall as being effective and reliable and indispensable. So great that we can recognize them today. Come on up, Dennis.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. So the two individuals that we're honoring today are one, Sarita Marlowe and Stephanie McInver. And when I first got here about 11 years ago, nearly 11 years ago, they were both here, and they're the only two that are left. I don't know if that's because I've driven everybody else away, or I like to think it's just because they retired and they've enjoyed the last few years of their working time. But honestly, Sarita, I'll talk about you first. She made me promise her that she didn't have to say anything today. That's why she's here. But Sarita is really just an outstanding person. Sarita, you're a great employee, but you are a great, great person. The customers see that, your coworkers see that, and I am very glad that you've been here all this time, and I hope you're here for a while longer. And so Sarita has undertaken the responsibility of, we've just been kind of doing some things online, and it's been the last couple of years we've been making our vital records available online, and that's a new thing for us. And Sarita has really kind of taken that on, and she's gone from making that like maybe 3 or 4 online requests per month to almost 300 a month. So she's done a fantastic job with that. So Sarita, keep up the great work, and thank you. And Stephanie,
Be nice.
no, I even if I wanted to not be nice, I couldn't, because anybody here who has any more than 5 minutes of interaction with Stephanie McInver knows that she is just an outstanding individual. She's one of the hardest workers I've ever met in any job I've ever had, in any position. And I honestly can't say that I'd want anyone else to work with Stephanie besides you as assistant clerk. So I appreciate everything. She's been here 30 years,
That
but
includes your sisters, too.
yeah, well, they're not here, so we'll talk
That's
about
how we
it.
got started. That's how we got started.
No, but Stephanie is outstanding, and I kind of feel bad for her sometimes, because every time I have like a stupid idea, she's the one who's got to kind of make it work in the office, but she does a fantastic job of that. So Stephanie, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it. Well, we didn't take our
All
picture.
right, picture time. Here, get in the
You
middle.
remember.
Picture
In the
time.
middle, sweetie.
I remember this time.
1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. All right. Next up, next up is Community Services. So we'll call Cynthia up, as well as Pamela Amaral Lima, to recognize Marisol Grant. Come on down, Marisol. As well as one other employee to be named later. Marisol's, so you got, you do Marisol, then we're gonna do the other person.
May I do Marisol since I
Oh, no,
know
wait.
it?
Where's Marisol's?
I have it, sir.
Oh, you have it,
I'm sorry about that.
By the time we get to Z, I know
We'll get in
exactly what to
sync,
do.
yeah. It is my great honor to be here to recognize a wonderful employee, but even a phenomenal human being. I am so thankful for you, Marisol, for being by my side, especially since I became director 2 years ago. Your work ethic, your innovation, your quick thinking, the way you have the pulse on what the seniors want. You are the main reason why the Buttonwood Senior Center is thriving. I'm blessed to have you, and I'm proud to have you as my employee, but even prouder to have you as my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this next person happens also to be a department head. Cynthia Walquist has been here for 25 years. Can you believe it?
26, 4
20
months.
26 4-month days, and 8 hours, and yeah. Wow, right down to the minute.
Yeah, you got it.
So Cynthia is a model of stability. She gets, her department gets a lot done, but it's always in a way that's very predictable and reliable, and you can count on her. And she's been doing it for a long time, some 20, as you heard, 26 years and so many days and months and hours. But she's got a team that not only is comprised of a lot of really good cooks, because the food is always like abundant and really good, and ruins diets in the office. But it works really well together. There's a very strong organizational culture there, and it translates into the work that's done to take care of a lot of people who are in need in our city, and it runs the gamut. People who need mediation. It's the kids who benefit from the after-school programs. The folks who are just having myriad issues that need some direct intervention and the application of some common sense and helping people navigate the proverbial system. It's all that and much more. So I just want to say thank you for 26 years, 8 months, whatever, of a job well done, Cynthia.
So disorganized. Thank you.
All right, we'll take our pick.
Okay, guys, ready?
You have to be in pink.
I know, I blew it. Look at that.
No memo.
1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so next up is DFFM, and Jen Viera couldn't be here, so JJ Sylvia is going to be standing in along with Sonia Veruda McGrath, and we're going to be recognizing 5 employees for varying levels of longevity. So where's JJ? JJ, come on up. Oh, you got the pins yourself. That's how it works, right?
I only have it for department heads.
Oh. Come on up, JJ.
All right, bear with me here. I don't like public speaking, so here we go.
Oh, sure.
All right, the first, should we call them all up first?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, let's call DFFM employees up, please. No. All right, so the first employee we got here is Scott Cunha. He's been here for 25 years. The last 5 of his years was here at DFFM. Scott has been very attentive to detail. In his most recent project, he was restoring the hardware at City Hall Solicitor's Office for the transition windows, and he brought them back to the original brass finish.
Yeah.
Now, before somebody had decided to paint them, I don't know why, but now they're back to brass, they all work. Hopefully we can go through every office and do the same thing. Scott is very dependable too. Anytime we call on him to do anything we need him to do, he's right there to help us out, and we appreciate that. The city is very lucky to have him as an employee. Okay. The next one is Jose Freire. Jose has been with the city. He started with the city in 2014. He's one of our skilled electricians. Jose is always willing to come in early or stay late when needed to ensure a task gets done. Jose is highly knowledgeable with all electrical codes, and that helps us out tremendously. He consistently approaches tasks with a positive attitude, even when we call him multiple times a day to pull him from job to job. And I know that happens a lot, but you just go right to it and you just keep going on with your day. We appreciate that, and I know it gets tough because I used to do the same thing, getting pulled, and it's tough. So Jose is a very reliable member of our team, and we at the DFFM are very happy that you're here, and we hope you stay here for a lot longer. Thank you. Okay, next one is Jose Reyes. He has also been here since 2014. He's a member of our custodial team. His loyalty and dedication to the city are greatly appreciated. Jose takes pride in his work, which is evident in the quality of his buildings that he manages. He is highly dependable, and we call on him a lot, and he is very attentive when need be. He helps out whenever he can. There's a lot of things he takes on that he really doesn't need to, but it helps us where we don't have to send other staff members to take care of things, and we appreciate that. You do it a lot. He also helps us out a lot with teaching and training newer custodial staff with certain tasks that they may not know, and we're very appreciative of that as well. We thank you. I'm going to pass it over to Sonia to speak about our others.
First, we have Patty. She's been with the city for 10 years. Patty is a great example of what dedication and teamwork really look like. The way she supports our office staff, inspectors, and the residents, sometimes all at once, makes a huge difference. Honestly, if code enforcement were a machine, Patty would be the duct tape holding it all together. And we're lucky to have her. And last but not least, we have Gina Rausch. Gina has been a dedicated member of the city team for an incredible 25 years. Many of you know her from her time in the garage, where she was the go-to person whenever you brought your vehicle in for service. Recently, Gina made the move to our front office, where she now has the unique honor of fielding calls from less than happy residents, usually about their trash. But in true Gina fashion, she has embraced the role with grace, patience, and a great sense of humor. We're lucky to have her, and we look forward to many more years of her dedication and positivity. Thank you, Gina.
Hey, don't forget your pin.
Oh, my pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a photo.
Push this just past.
We should hold our little pins up there.
Gina, come on.
Oh, that was great.
Can everyone-
No, don't worry.
Don't worry. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. All right, next up is DPI. So why don't you come on up, Jamie? We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think everybody's here today.
I might be missing one,
We're missing one.
unless he came in late.
All right, let it rip. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I give up that one.
All right, I'll start with Margaret, or Peg Blackburn. Peg's been here since 2014, and in 2019 she was reclassed to a financial assistant. On a daily basis, I refer to her as the cash register at DPI. She's in the window, sometimes fielding those less than happy residents, but generally getting it done, making everything work. Peg's recently announced her retirement, so we're not looking forward to that transition, but I wish her well, and hope she enjoys it thoroughly. It's 10 years.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Stay up here for the picture. Don't look so excited.
Next, I'll go with Rebecca Gomes. So Rebecca started in 2014 as an account clerk, and in 2020, she was promoted to an executive finance operations specialist. She had a few roles in between, and I don't know what the department would do without someone like Rebecca looking over the finances. It's one of the more critical positions in the department, and she handles it with a very even-keeled approach, and I appreciate everything that she does for me, the department, and the city. So 10 years for Rebecca.
It's in there somewhere, there you go.
It'll get easier as they dwindle down.
Thank you.
Ariel Perez. So Antonio has been a water systems maintenance worker since 2014. He's a member of our greenhouse team. And you can tell by the flowers and the plantings and everything that DPI does throughout the city how much pride he takes in his work. He's a great employee, leads by example. Always there when we call on him, we can count on him. And we're happy to have him. Thank you. Antonio Limos. Antonio's started in 2014 as well, clerk of the works at the time, reclassified to civil engineer. On a daily basis, Antonio does a lot of inspections of field work and a lot of GIS work. He's instrumental in our computer system, keeping everything up to date. And he's also announced his retirement. Yeah. So he'll be around a little bit longer, but that'll definitely be another void that we'll struggle to fill. So thank you, Antonio. 10 years.
Thank you.
Retiring too soon. Not old enough.
Next year. And then last but certainly not least, Diane Martin. "40 years.
40 years.
So Diane started in 1984 as a stenographer. I don't think we have those anymore. She was promoted in 84 twice, again in 87 to a senior clerk, in 98 to a principal clerk, and in 2019 to an office assistant 3. So here's an example of somebody 40 years in who's been here, gone through the role. Is basically a cornerstone in the front office. Great employee, comes in every day. Her institutional knowledge helps. There's not many situations that come up that she hasn't seen before. We rely on her for, like, when did this happen? When did this come about? She can usually come back with an answer and say, I remember when that happened. But yeah, daily, day in and day out, she comes in, solid worker. The city's lucky to have folks like her in its employ. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, where are we doing the picture?
Still up on more.
Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. How could I forget? How could I forget?
You could have forgot.
I was like, whose pin is this? Yes. So, yes, Jamie Pont, 15 years. So there's a lot to be said about Jamie. So I will say this. So 15 years ago, Jamie's the head of this. DPI is essentially a large construction firm, right? That is, in many ways, it maintains hundreds of miles of roadway, hundreds of miles of underground utilities, a wastewater plant, a water plant, parks, cemeteries, and other things. It's a huge span of responsibility, and over 200 employees altogether with the enterprise funds. And it is effective for lots of reasons. I mean, there is a organizational culture there that is very hands-on, can-do, and productive, which I very much appreciate. But as Jamie has overseen this enterprise very successfully, when he was hired 15 years ago, he was hired as a pipe fitter. So it is, and then was promoted like again and again and again, really every 2 years. And then put him in charge. How long has it been? Is it 8 years now? 9 years? Ish? Yeah. But I think you sort of wonder, like, how does someone rise that quickly? Well, he's a talented guy for sure in many ways, but I think, and this is the big takeaway, and it's sort of his superpower. He is committed to making himself better all the time. He works it. He is always looking, reflecting on his work, figuring out where he can improve. He's open to feedback, and I'm always happy to give feedback, right? But he's constantly constructing himself, right, and making himself better. And so I think he just sets a great example for everybody in that way. And I just appreciate the work he's done and the work that everybody under you is doing on behalf of the residents of our city. So congratulations. All right.
Step in front of the podium.
Step in front.
Step in front. We have a big group here.
Diane gets the
She gets the middle spot.
Front row
That's right.
seat.
The VIP spot. Okay, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Come here.
That's whatever. Give you 40 years to go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So next is elections. Last night we're up to E. So Manny, come on down. Sherry. Last night the high school graduated 700 kids, which is a lot, the most in a long time. And so I shook 700 hands last night. I was like, oh, we're only up to C at this point. This has been like an hour, only up to C. So we're up to E now, Randy. No, but this is a far more succinct and short ceremony, and one that I love. Not that I don't love that one, don't get me wrong. I'm going to stop digging a hole now. But I want to call Manny up to award yet another 40-year pin. This time to Sherry Santos, who's fabulous in every way, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. I'll leave you hanging. Go ahead, Manny. Come on up.
So Sherry decided to get greedy today and get her 40-year pin and also a New Bedford Way Award. So should I roast her now or hold off until, a little bit at a time?
Go ahead.
No, Sherry, actually, I've known Sherry since I was 17 years old. I took her daughter to the prom, and I ended up being her boss, so thank God I'm a gentleman, because I don't think that would have worked. And Sherry was great back then, as she is now. Sherry's the type of person that, through her 40 years, she knows everybody that works in City Hall, everybody that walks into City Hall knows who Sherry is. So she's not only the heartbeat of the election office, but also of City Hall. She is a special type of person, and again, institutional knowledge, and she's the person I go to whenever I need something. She knows her stuff, she's hardworking, and we're really lucky to have her, not only in election office, but in City Hall. And I just told her, don't you dare announce your retirement up here, because that's not gonna fly. Thank you, Sherry.
All right, team photo. Sherry, you're in the middle.
Here we go.
This way.
Way to go, Sherry. Congratulations. 1, 2, 3. And then Sherry and the mayor, please.
Yeah. Means you're up, man.
40 years special. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
We did a good prom date together.
I like that.
But the funny part is when he came to my house, when he came to the election office to be the chairperson, I noticed him right away. I said, he took my dog. And he used to sit on the floor in the kitchen and play cards. I'm like, oh my goodness, it was just so weird.
All right, next up is EMS. Mike Thomas, where are you? There you are. Mike Patello, 10 years. Come on up, man.
Good evening, good afternoon,
Good evening.
everybody.
So we're here to congratulate Mike Battello on his 10 years of service with the city. He started his career in Medic 3, one of the busiest trucks in the city, which is not an easy task. It's pretty much the busiest truck in the state. In the past 10 years, he showed his dedication to the city and his patients. He exemplifies what we want our paramedics to be. Mike, congratulations on 10 years of service to New Bedford EMS in the city of New Bedford.
Good job, man. All right, guys. Ready? Front. You get in the middle. You get in the middle.
Yeah, where's in the middle? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
All right, next up is the fire department. Chief, come on down. This is your last one. This is the last. Where's Moses?
Moises?
He's with his wife.
All right. Thank you, Moses. So I just want to speak a few words about Moises. I actually met Moises before he became a firefighter. When he worked for DPI, you were in charge of what, health and safety? So I had worked with him a few years earlier when he was, his main role was looking out for the employees of DPI, making sure they were safe. So we had worked together on teaching many of the employees there CPR and first aid, which we all know was so important because you never know when an accident or a medical emergency can happen. So I had already known Moises before he came on the fire department in 2019. So he's been with us for, September will be 6 years he's been with the fire department. And I just want to say Moises has been, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's been assigned to both of our busiest engine companies, Engine 7 first and then Engine 8, correct, on the Avenue. He's also helped us out a few times with our 12 days of Fire Safe Christmas, right? I think he did, he had a hand in a couple of those videos. Been on the SAFE program a little bit, so gotten out to the schools, meeting with the kids and everything. So he's definitely an asset to the fire department. Father's Day will mean have twice the honor this year. He just gave, Molly just gave birth to their second child, right, just recently. So just want to say thanks for all your hard work and your commitment to the city and the New Bedford Fire Department. Congratulations. Hopefully you'll be up here for a 20-year. I won't be giving it to you, but we'll still appreciate it.
Neither will I.
Come on, Ron. Here you go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thanks. All right, bud. Thank you. Good job. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Chief. All right, next up is inspectional services. Danny, come on up. We're going to be honoring Michael Baker at 15 years and Aaron Iacopone at 25.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too, Dan.
My first employee is Michael Baker. He's local grown and he went to vocational high school. After learning the wiring trade, he got his master's degree, worked locally with some contractors, had his own business, worked for Mitchell's on the bridge, and he decided to become a wire inspector for the city of Bedford. It's the best thing that ever happened to New Bedford. Not only is he a good man, he's a top-notch electrician, and he can handle any job from wind turbines, boats, solar, you name it, Michael can do it. Thank you for all of your hard work that you do for the city of Bedford, Michael. Next employee is Aaron Iacopone. I didn't have the privilege of having her for 25 years, but I lost my administrative coordinator. I hired her. It's the best thing I ever did. She can not only handle that job, I lost my manager this year, and I hired her as the manager. I don't have to worry about anything. I just give her the tough jobs, and it gets done. She's the best thing that ever happened to our department. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, congratulations.
Thanks, guys. All right, next we will go down to the police. So assistant, yeah, we went from I to P, just like that. So I will call up Assistant Deputy Chief Scott Carolla to present 2 25-year awards and 1 30-year award. Come on down, Scott.
Thank you, Mayor. So if my job here today is to say some nice things about these people, it's a very easy job for me today. They're some of my favorite people, not only in the department, but just that I've known throughout life. Andy and I grew up in the same neighborhood. I've known him for a lot of years. Andy Simmons has had an excellent career here in the department, from working narcotics to the DEA task force, major crimes, and now newly minted lieutenant, promoted as of last week. And 20 years ago now, I learned the most about working in a criminal organization that I ever did in my career, just by helping him with his investigation at the time, which was a wiretap that took down a big crew down on Ruth Street. But he's just been an excellent employee. We're glad to have him. So Andy, congratulations on your 30 years of service. Leanne Fisher is an example of putting somebody in a role they were meant to have, born to have. She is the school resource officer over at Voc. She's beloved over there. She's a member of the family. And every time we put Leanne's picture up on our Facebook page, it breaks the internet, because all I say is, hey, listen, leave a comment below about how your life has been touched by Leanne Fisher, and it just goes crazy. So she's helped to get us a lot of likes. I appreciate her for that as well. But thank you so much for everything you do for our community and for our youth. My son actually goes to Voc, so I have a nice source of information on what he's doing every day. And we appreciate you, Leanne. Thank you so much for what you do. Congratulations on 25 years of service. Camille is an unsung hero of our department. Years ago, police officers would go to the scene of a domestic disturbance. We would place somebody in handcuffs and we would take them away. But the family that was left behind was often shattered and didn't know where to turn next. And we really had no way to refer them to further help. Camille works with our domestic violence unit. She is a domestic violence advocate, and she has, in no doubt, touched just as many lives, if not more, as the average police officer out there. We deeply value her. Camille, you have 25 years of service, and we're very glad to have you in our department. Thank you for all you do.
All right, so I'll get on this. Yep.
All right. And 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So, next up is purchasing, and the only person in purchasing to receive a pin is none other than the director of purchasing, Molly Gilfeather Rodriguez. Come on down. So Molly's another example of somebody who, in her time in city government, has ascended the ranks through hard work and a strong effort in developing herself, a constant effort. She was hired as an account clerk at DPI in 2014, and then promoted later that year to admin specialist, promoted like 6 months later to water registrar, promoted again to Director of Operations like 8 months later. So rising up the corporate chain very rapidly. And then promoted in 2017 to Finance and Operations Manager, and she springboarded from there to a department head position. So it has been a really rapid rise. And when I see this, just selfishly, and I know the counselors feel the same way here, it is affirming to see somebody rise up. That this is a organization that allows for people to advance themselves, and she has taken advantage of everything. But she's also really good at her job. We really rely on her. I rely on her to keep me out of trouble. That's what it is. I mean, she knows the law. She's very practical. She makes things happen. She's got a really strong team. She knows how to pick people, which is a real important management skill. So she has really good folks working for her. The last thing I just want to say is, because Moises also is getting his 10-year pin, this means this is the most romantic pin ceremony ever. This is awesome. That's never. How can you beat this? 10. We should have concluded on this note. But no, in all seriousness, Molly, thank you for all that you do. You do it so well.
Real quick. And just for the moment.
Yeah, here we go. Nicely done.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. All right, we are up to T. T is for treasurer. So I will ask John Taxiarchos to come on up. We're going to be honoring Mark Fuller at 20 years and Deb Machado at 10. Come on up, guys.
Well, the first one I'm going to talk about is Mark.
Little guy.
Mark has been leading our Treasury Division. It's a very critical role. Its importance is quite significant to the city. Runs the cash management function. So if you want to get paid, don't upset him. No, he's been instrumental in the transformation for Treasury since I've been here. A very short time, a little over a year now, and I just want to thank him for all his support and congratulate him for 20 years of service. As a side note, he is a city Santa Claus. I don't know if you knew that. And if you need a walking tour, he's really good as a tour guide.
The beard's been trimmed for the last time before Christmas, so it's going to grow out.
Next one is Deb Machado. And what can I say about Deb? She's a committed, very committed person. Her dedication goes beyond scope. She's helped our department so much. She's the assistant collector, Mark assistant treasurer, and in her role, she's been able to manage the collections team, and she does it so well. Her dedication is she'll come in on weekends, she'll come in whenever she needs to get things done. So her support is instrumental and also a critical role for our team and for the department. So I want to thank her on 10 years of service.
All right, team photo. Here we go.
All right. Team photo. Great job, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Janet. So we are at Z now. So that must mean it's time for the zoo. And we're honoring somebody today who has really put her entire adult life into the zoo. And I was going to do a dramatic build-up, but since she's self-identified by walking up here, you're right, it is Shara. So, couple of things. I want to thank Marion Wayner for being here as the chair of the Zoological Society, which works hand in glove with the city side of the zoo. But, you know, we have an extraordinarily successful zoo. It is the most, by far, the most visited tourist attraction within this quadrant of the state. It is it is something that I suspect most of us in this room can attest to this. It's one of those places where you have a whole lot of very positive, lasting memories from as a child, because you come here and it's like the memories stick. For me, it's still the same Emily. Like that's how old Emily is, but it sticks with you for a long time. But she's been at it for so long and has been so reliable, and has done everything in the zoo that there is to be done. But she is such a great ambassador for the place. She has developed so many employees over the years, and as you can see just by walking in here, you know, we're all proud of this place. We're proud when we bring people from the outside, especially children from outside the area, that this is something that we show off. We're very proud of it. I just walked, when we were coming in here, probably some of you saw these buses from Dennis, Yarmouth, with school children who are coming here all the way from that far away, which is pretty significant. But that's the catchment area. And it really shows New Bedford off well, and it wouldn't happen if it weren't so well led. And now she's in charge now, and I can't think of anybody who is more prepared to do this job than her. So I just want to say thanks. You're not retiring soon, right? No. Good. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that was the next shoe to drop, but no. This is your 30-year pin, but you know it's been an extraordinarily productive 30 years, and here's to 30 more.
Sure. Sure. Why not?
All right, so we're going to go now to the New Bedford. Well, let's hear it for all the pin recipients this year. Nice job, guys. All of you. So we have 8 New Bedford Way Award winners today. And honestly, we could have given away a lot more than that because we have so many really high-performing folks, including a lot of the folks that, really all the folks that you heard today, saw today get their longevity pins. So it's always a very difficult decision to select one person and not others. But we have, we've got a lot to crow about as a city government, and we have, in part because we have so many standout employees. About 12 years ago or so, I asked department heads, many of whom are still here, to come up with an organizational statement, a statement of organizational values. The idea was that, and this is something that's a lot more common in the private sector, but we wanted everybody here, as well as the rest of the world, especially our residents, to know what we stand for, like how we do the work. We set goals for ourselves by department and at the city level, but you know that's the stuff we're shooting for. That's the what. We wanted to say something about the how. How do we go about our work? And so what the department heads did was they came up with a set of values that have become the New Bedford Way, and we see this posted in city offices around all over the city. It's important to emphasize that, and we talked about at the time, this is not the Mitchell administration's value statement or set of values. It's important for this to endure well past all of our times in city government, because I think the values expressed in it are timeless and something that they're all things that we want to strive for in everything that we do now and in the future. There are the values of accountability, integrity, innovation, continuous improvement, teamwork, and respect. And you've heard a lot about the employees who received their pins today, about how their work exemplifies those values. The New Bedford Way Awards is a way of validating efforts along those lines. People who have stood out as going above and beyond, doing terrific work, being exemplars of innovation and integrity, and who work as a team. So I'm really proud of everything they've done, and I wanted to, and this is no particular, actually maybe it's in alphabetical order. It isn't a particular, it's alphabetical. That's how we're doing this, as I looked at the page. So by last name. So thank you, Janet, for that. That's all perfect. But I'm proud of all of them. So the first person that we're going to call up is none other than Jessica Bailey. So maybe Jen Carlone couldn't be here today. Ann is standing in, so Ann, come on up in Jen's place. Jessica just gets a lot done, and is one of these people who, when it's given an assignment, you can more or less forget about, like, that concern about it getting done exactly. It just gets done better than you could imagine it. So she's been in charge of, she's been the administrator for the Community Preservation Act for a number of years. That's a part-time position, and as soon as her younger daughter, Amelia, graduated from high school, we know, oh, she's freed up. Let's figure out how to fill up the rest of her plate now. She's got an empty nest. So we didn't waste any time in doing that. So it turns out that we really needed at that moment someone to shepherd all of our ARPA work. The ARPA funds have been a real boon to the city, but they come with a thicket of regulations, and we have to get it just right. And while getting it right, we still need to advance projects and move it along, move the trains along. And she's the person to do it. And somehow she is sort of hardwired to get things done. It's pretty incredible to watch. I will tell you, there was a classic Jessica Bailey moment yesterday. So we have, the remaining unspent ARPA funds are on a list of some, like, I don't know, there's like 80 projects or whatever, and they're all varying amounts. These are all things that have been out in the public realm, but they have to get advanced because we've got this, deadline to spend all the money by the end of 2026. And so I literally went down in our monthly meeting yesterday. Okay, start at the top and work your way down. I don't know, about 70 different projects. Boom, 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 and like right from memory. Just went down every single one and provided the most up-to-date, minute detail about the status of the project, how much money was spent down to the penny, and what was left to be done, when that would happen. And so it was like clockwork. And so I don't know, maybe she's got an AI chip in her head or something. I think she's just has it, and she's been able to keep all these things on track, which has been just a remarkable feat. And the same goes with all the CPA projects. They every year there's just so many balls in the air with that, and she just manages to get it all done. So these are big things for the city. They are projects that are very visible to the public, projects that people really embrace, projects that we have to get done, not just from a legal obligation, but that we owe it to our residents generally. So I just want to say thanks to her, and picking her as a recipient of this award was frankly a no-brainer. So congratulations. All right, next up is an incredible zoo employee, Christy Caterly, who, she just came in. Just in time. Because she was working hard. She didn't want to be wasting her time with us, hanging out. We left you, Christy, we left you some food there. It's really good. But Christy has done just amazing work at the zoo. And she has, and I just encourage people to come to the zoo, not just to see the great exhibits, to experience the space, but also just to see just the high caliber work that is done. Sometimes it can go less appreciated because it is by design, sort of not frontward facing, right? The zoo, it's the animals that are frontward facing. But know that nothing would happen here without exceptional stewardship of the exhibits of the animals themselves. And nobody exemplifies it more than Christy. She's been somebody who is who's really into the job, mentoring people, sort of engaging new employees, visitors, interns. She was instrumental in the work to accredit the zoo, and has been also just devoted, brings a conservation ethos to the work here. And so she's been elevated in responsibility in a number of ways. One is that she's the institutional representative for several species of the zoo. Again, we want people out there, and I know department heads encourage this, but we want people to know that what's done here in New Bedford is of a really high caliber. And so some of that is doing the work, but also letting others know that we're doing the work here. So they engage, belonging to associations, going out on speaking opportunities, and doing things like what she does, which is being the institutional representative, is really important. And she's a big part of the culture here, and it's a really strong one. So, Christy, congratulations on this award. It is richly deserved. All right, our next winner comes from EMS, and it is Vanessa McCoy. So I'd ask Vanessa to come on up with Mike Thomas. Vanessa, safe to say, gets it done. She has been an exceptional medical professional, attending to people in urgent need every day, multiple times a day, and does it with great skill and with great urgency, as so many circumstances dictate. But she's done more than that. She's not just good at the craft itself, as important and central as that is. She's added a whole lot of value elsewhere. She helped form the New Bedford EMS peer support team to help support first responders with their mental health needs. As we know, our first responders, EMS, fire, and police, do see some things that stick with them, fair to say, and that there are mental health implications to all that. And so it's really important. Wellness, mental health wellness in that regard, especially for first responders, is so important, and she's advanced that cause in a big way. And similarly, she's one that, even in less formally, reaches out to co-workers after difficult calls, because there are those. She brings compassion, empathy, and genuine care to her role as a peer support team leader. And she's just really good at what she does. She sets a tremendous example for everybody else. And she's out there saving lives, and we're really grateful for that. So, Vanessa, congratulations. All right, next up, I'm going to ask Bob Ekstrom and Quillen to come on up, because we're going to be honoring Brennan Morset. That means you too, Brennan. Come on down. Right this way. So we've had a couple of references to sort of institutional knowledge and institutional skill, and Brennan is a really tremendous example of that. It's really hard to function as an organization of our size and complexity without having people who are mainstays, or people who know what they're doing, and what they're doing is vital to the overall operation of the place. And Brennan has been somebody that we've relied on countless occasions, sometimes more difficult than others, and especially when we've had openings in the auditor positions and he's had to step into the void. So he's been the assistant city auditor since 2014 and has been instrumental in getting every city auditor we brought on, as Quillen can attest, up to speed for sure. But he's also, as I noted, served as city auditor in a de facto role twice. His work has directly contributed to the city's receiving the GFOA Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. You'll see that in the CFO's office, that we've got one year after another, which in effect of the industry good housekeeping seal of approval, because they manage the city's money so well. But he's just a wealth of knowledge and shares it freely with everybody, and he's the ultimate left brain, right brain guy. He works with numbers all day long. He takes a break and switches to his other hemisphere, and he reads books outside on a nice novels on a nice day. So reading the James Fenimore Cooper the other day, right?
Yes.
So yes, he's plowing through the books as well. So his mind is always going, and we are the beneficiaries of it. Congratulations, Brennan.
Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Chance and Michelle can't make it.
Oh, they must be working. I will, yeah, so we'll talk, well, so there's one absentee among our group, and that is somebody who's well-known. I will just go ahead and say a few words about him, but it is Chance Perks. Everybody knows Chance, who was at DPI for a few years, left, and then we had the good fortune of his return. He's in the Department of Environmental Stewardship and Resilience, but he's the city's conservation agent now, and he just brings not just a whole lot of expertise that he's developed on his own through his own hard work, reading and studying, but he just brings tremendous passion to the job, passion about nature, passion about government, but a whole lot of passion about the city of New Bedford, and it shows. He just exudes it, and he is everybody who interacts with the conservation agent in that office just comes freely says, geez, it was so great working with Chance. He's so good for you guys. And so I'm sure he's out doing something really important right now. He's probably in like the Cushing and Cedar Swamp studying some tree that's been there for 300 years, but right now, but just as well. No, he does a fantastic job for us, and I'm just ask everybody to give Chance a round of applause for his great work. All right, next up, somebody who, I think this is a total understatement, makes the fire department go. So Amy Poitras, as I've just been able to see her work up close in the last couple of years, especially, and maybe I've caused her a few sleepless nights as well. I'm glad her family's here today, so they know who to take it out on. But Amy we've made a real, the shift data management has gone gradually and then suddenly, at least for a number of departments. And in the fire department, as much as any place, it's true that we've really started to dive in the last couple of years at Holman, as the chief can attest. And it's helped. It's helped a lot. In the last couple of years, we've seen a real drop in structure fires. So 25% drop in structure fires, which is a lot. And you could probably plot out what that translates into in terms of property saved and lives saved. And it could not have happened. It could not have gotten to the point where we are without Amy's work. I mean, she has. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Chief, but like sometimes change comes hard to the fighting industry, right? So all those paper records and files, right, guys? You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? She has helped bring the fire department into the 21st century, and now we have a better understanding of where fires are likely to occur in the city, at least in terms of housing, and that's a big deal. And it's, it can be just a guessing game, and that's what I think we've been doing for a long time. But now we look at data and we try to predict it, and then we inspect and we follow up, and it's working. It really is working, and it's only going to get better. But she has taken on the huge task of marshaling all these old records and also keeping up with current records, and also making sense of them. And so it's both been an exercise and a lot of hard work, just relentless determination and a whole lot of skill. And I just think that in addition to advancing grants and doing, just keeping everything on track in the department, she is a perfectionist. She strives for excellence all the time, and it's just been, for me, just a real joy to work with her. And I know the chief and the deputy chief will say a hearty amen to all that, because they've seen it up close, and they more than anybody appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you, Amy. Come on up. Of course. You guys want to be in? Come on, come on.
Go ahead. One for me, please. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Go ahead.
All right, so we now have somebody who's been with us 8 years, I guess, already. I can't believe it's been that long, but who's already made a big impact. And she's the first winner from Cable Access. So Jim, come on up with Charlene Rocha Aruda. Wow. Charlene has been such a huge addition to the team. We really have a first-rate cable access outfit. We have, I mean, as you know, cable access has won a whole lot of awards. I mean, Jim has just led it so ably over the years. But in the case of Charlene, he's really did well to identify talent and somebody who could come in and really add to the team and make it stronger still. So, cable's there for lots of reasons, but one of it is just to allow for residents to engage with city government, to engage with their neighbors, and it's a platform, a more responsible platform than what's offered out there these days in the way of social media. And it's in some ways it's an antidote to all the ills of social media, because it's local, it's not curated, but there's responsible adults behind it. And so she's done a lot of stuff that's been new and innovative. She's trained city residents in the art of creating video content for public access, which is huge. It's allowed a lot more people to come on board and do some things that they thought they weren't allowed to do or wasn't available to them. She's developed podcasting classes, which have become popular with the public and increased resident engagement with cable access. Maybe I'll sign up. I do. And she pitches in to help fill the gaps created by staffing issues while continuing to maintain the high standards of her own job. That's true. We've seen it time and time again, behind the camera, on the other side of the camera. So she has, she's been hugely invaluable, stepping up at every opportunity to make things better. So Charlene, congratulations on this award. Last up, and here for an encore performance, is none other than the mother of her boss's prom date, Sherry Silva Santos. Sherry, come on up again. Yeah, so you know how long she's been working here. We know that now. We've established that. But it isn't that just she's been here a long time. She is really exceptional in what she does. Elections have gotten a lot more, if you haven't noticed, elections have gotten a lot more complicated these days especially. But she brings an enormous wealth of historic knowledge to the job, but also if you've been in there in the days leading up to an election, or on election day itself, or even in the wake of it, she is a buzzsaw, right? She just knows exactly what needs to get done and to do it, and how to do it skillfully without getting flustered, because there's plenty of opportunities for people to get flustered in the midst of all that, with press around, with all that. There's lots of pressure, and she's unflappable. She just gets it done consistent with the law, does it in a way that respects the people she's interacting with, even if they're, high maintenance candidates like me. She just makes it happen, and I hope you're not announcing any retirement plans. Oh, no, not yet. You heard it here, not yet. But no, so it's been great to see the example that she's established over the years, and she has a reputation beyond the city for just doing excellent work, and that includes a whole lot of great customer services, diffusing difficult situations, for sure, and just being a great team player. And so we have as one of our values, Sherry exemplifies many of the values, but certainly teamwork is one of them. She just works so well with other people to get it all done for the benefit of everybody. So Sherry, thank you for what you do.
No problem.
Congratulations.
Way to go, Sherry.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone deserves this.
So, well, let's see. It's 2:43, but you know what? I can tell everybody to go home. It's Friday. It's beautiful out, right? Everybody in the beach. Everybody go to the beach. What's that? Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Yeah. So be careful out there. Then I guess that's the advice. But no, I listen. It's just it's a real privilege for me to be part of this event, and I want to thank Jen and Vanity and everybody else who worked on putting it together. But most of all, I just want to thank all of you for being, so terrific for our city. It's a better place for your efforts. There may not be occasions always to be recognized for it. Sometimes people might not notice what you did, but I noticed, and I'm really grateful for it. And I hope you know, each one of you gets to enjoy the award you received today because you richly deserve it. Thanks, everybody.